Love it or hate it, Gutenberg has revolutionized WordPress by ditching the bloated page builders and redefining how we create faster, more flexible websites. It's the future of web development. What's up, everybody? I'm Kris at WebPressPRO, and I want to talk about how Gutenberg is revolutionizing WordPress development. WebPressPRO is a web and SEO agency building lightning-fast websites that drive leads for local service businesses. We focus on the intersection of branding, web, and SEO. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Now, I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for saying this, but since its introduction, Gutenberg has faced a lot of criticism from WordPress developers. However, I've always thought this hate was a bit misplaced. It's been an ambitious project that has fundamentally changed how we build websites. And yes, they may have bit off more than they could chew in the beginning, but sometimes that is how real progress happens. If you wait for perfection, you're never going to actually launch. Now, whenever I first started using Gutenberg, it didn't even have a cover block. I had to put an image block, a text block, and then use CSS to get the text over the image. Now, it was a hassle, but whenever they finally introduced the cover block, a lot of those problems were solved. Now, a short history of Gutenberg. Gutenberg was introduced to the WordPress ecosystem in 2018 with WordPress 5.0, and it was one of the most significant shifts in the platform's history. It was named after Johannes Gutenberg, the inventor of the printing press, and the project aimed to revolutionize how content is created and managed on WordPress websites. So prior to its release, most people were just using the classic editor, which was just a text box. Now, the customization images were limited unless you were using a page builder or you were creating custom themes. But those page builders, while they made sites more dynamic, they came with a lot of code and made your site perform slower. And so Gutenberg's goal was to make website building more intuitive and flexible through the use of these content blocks. Now, these blocks allow users to easily add and arrange various types of content, such as images, text, videos, and there's a lot less reliance on custom code or page builders. Now, over time, the block editor has evolved, and now it is the foundation of WordPress's full site editing, which allows users to edit not just the content, but also the headers, footers, and other global elements of a website. Now, while the initial release of Gutenberg was met with resistance from the WordPress community, it has steadily improved and gained a lot more acceptance. Change is hard, and I think much of the resistance at the beginning was just because they didn't want to update their processes. But now there are many more developers and designers moving towards Gutenberg. Now, Gutenberg has forever changed how we build WordPress websites, at least for me. And if you ask me, I think it's for the better. Before Gutenberg, developers had a couple of options. If you could code, you could create templates and use custom fields to populate content. And if you couldn't code, you had to use a page builder. But the problem with most page builders was that they were generating bloated code. That made websites extremely slow. Now, Gutenberg sits right in the middle. It gives you a visual interface similar to page builders, but without all of the unnecessary bloat. The way that the blocks are built, the output of the code is much cleaner, resulting in these faster websites. Now, you can still use your custom fields or even create your own custom blocks if needed. And essentially, Gutenberg is just offering more flexibility without sacrificing performance. Now, there are a few reasons why I think Gutenberg is a game changer. One of the first things is that it is an easier user experience. One of the main reasons that I started using Gutenberg was because I wanted my clients to be able to make their own changes. Now, a lot of people would have put their clients in Elementor, but Gutenberg was much easier and faster. So before Gutenberg, a lot of the code was hidden in the theme files, making it nearly impossible, or you were using a very convoluted page builder like Elementor, and even adding a simple heading could require a developer's help. With Gutenberg, clients can easily manage their content, and if they want to hire me for updates, it's much easier for me and faster to implement changes. The other thing is that it makes it easier to build websites. And if they're easier to build, they're also faster to build. So for developers, time is money, and the quicker that you can launch a website, the more projects that you can take on. Now, while custom themes used to be the fastest way to get a site live, Gutenberg has changed the game. With a solid theme to handle headers and footers like GeneratePress, you're able to focus solely on the content area using the block editor. This speeds up your process significantly. Now, two features that really make Gutenberg a productivity booster are the custom blocks and reusable blocks. If I can't find an existing block to suit my needs, I just create a custom one. And once I have a design or layout that I really like, I can use the reusable blocks to replicate it across different parts of the site. For instance, synced blocks are great for testimonials. Change one and it's going to update site-wide. Unsynced blocks allow you to have consistency in your layout. So for headers, you can have the same layout in your headers, but you're able to change the text on each header. Custom themes are usually faster because they are hand-coded with minimal bloat. Page builders, however, come with a lot of extra code to facilitate visual changes, which can drastically slow down a site. Gutenberg strikes a perfect balance, offering the clean code and faster load times while maintaining that visual functionality. So this not only makes your websites faster, but it also improves the SEO. Now, a common argument against Gutenberg is its limited functionality compared to page builders. However, there are a ton of plugins like GhostKit, Bricks, and Cadence that add that robust functionality to Gutenberg while maintaining clean code. And all of this works together to create a better way to build websites. It's different, and we are moving away from the PHP-focused approach that WordPress has relied on for years. And that shift is why many people are resistant to Gutenberg. But objectively speaking, it's a better, faster way to build websites. Now, developers that are still using custom themes and fighting the implementation of Gutenberg are going to get left in the dust. This new crop of designers and developers embracing Gutenberg are creating their websites faster, making them easily edited by their clients, and the websites are performing better. So it's time to embrace the hate and try out the future of WordPress. You may be surprised how you can improve your processes and maybe even save some time on your projects. Thank you for watching this video. If you are interested, then make sure you like and subscribe, and you can find more resources at WebPressPRO.co. Peace.